You want to speak with me, Professor Dumbledore? Well, let me apologize for not reaching out to you sooner. On the night of Rowan Kahana's death, you were rightfully shocked and devastated. I thought it best to give you time to think before talking again. Now that some time has passed, how are you doing? That's why you called me here, to talk about my feelings. It sounds like you were expecting a very different conversation. I summon you here to try to help you grieve and heal. Appreciate your concern, but the best thing you can do to help me heal is to help me bring Wakepick to justice. At the time, Rowan was only in the Forbidden Forest that night to watch over me. I owe it to Rowan to do everything I can to honor and avenge him. What you owe yourself? What do you mean? I'm concerned that you are neglecting your own well-being and needs. You may be right. I haven't exactly given myself much consideration. I suppose I'm afraid of facing the painful memories. But they always catch up to you. That sounds like you're speaking from experience. I've suffered great loss in my life because I have been in. Learning to accept your loss is an important part of the grieving process. Punishing yourself to move on too soon can just be harmful as not moving on at all. You to focus on grieving. I encourage you to take time to embrace and accept your feelings. It will not make you miss Mr. Kahana less. You will likely always feel his absence, but it will help ease some of the hurt. I think I'll head back to the dormitory and think about what you said. I came as soon as I got you out. I assume you want to ask about what happened in the Forbidden Forest with the Wakepick. How Wakepick saved you from the Dementors, then turned her wand on you and your friends. And about your friend Rowan, Kahana's brave sacrifice. You know, all I could do was watch as Wakepick murdered him. When we first met, you told me you were going to teach me how to protect my friends. Wasn't even able to protect myself that night, let alone anyone else. Didn't do enough to prepare you. Yes, bastard. Yes, bastard. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. You encouraged me to go after Wakepick. You assured me you knew how to keep my friends safe, but that was all a lie. You failed me. You failed Rowan. I wish I had done more to prevent this, but don't forget who the real enemy is. Unfortunately, what's done is done. I'm interested in how you plan on moving forward. What are you going to do to ensure that you never lose one of your own again? To decide to start our own organization, the Circle of Kahana. We are working to find the final vault and bring Wakepick to justice. Thank you, Mad Eye. I've lost many friends and allies over the years, more people than I can count. Your loss into motivation is the best thing you can do right now. He thinks I should focus on grieving and healing. To think that we can afford to have you just sit around right now. Forming the Circle of Kahana is a good start, but you think we should work even harder to find the final Cursed Vault. He's not coming back. You and your friends, on the other hand, are still here and still in very real danger. Mope about, you ought to devote yourself to winning the war for the final Cursed Vault. I can assure you, you'll feel better once you have got your revenge on Patricia Wakepick. Take it from someone who's responsible for putting several of my friends' murderers behind bars. Giving Wakepick and her ilk what they deserve always makes you feel better. Now I've got to get back to tracking all. I suggest you get back to hunting for the final vault more than ever. We're counting on you. Why can't you do it? What? Oh, Cedric, what happened? Diego said you got hit in the got into a training accident. He had to run off to class, so he asked me to stay by his side. Making a fuss, but it's really not a big deal. I didn't even want to come. Seeing Madame Pomfrey petrified like this is hard. It's a good thing he did. You broke your arm, Cedric. Fortunately, I was able to mend it, but it had to have hurt. Ben and I were dueling, and he hit me with a spell I wasn't expecting. It was my fault, really. I should have been paying closer attention. There's no need to look so concerned. I mean, I'm concerned about your arm, but that's not it. Is everything alright? I just have a lot on my mind. Gave me conflicting advice, and I'm not sure who's to follow. He's been helping me with Wakepick and the Fallon Vault. I should focus on grieving, roaring, and healing. Mana is all about taking action, turning pain into motivation. He thinks the Circle Kahana could be doing even more. That's right, you weren't at our Hog's Head Inn the day we founded it. Why didn't you show something came up? Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. I can just tell you what you missed now. To find a vault before Wakepick and get justice for Warren. All of our friends have split into teams that are working together on tasks related to these goals. How about Chow? We could really use someone with your talent in healing magic. There's been an outbreak of school fungalish in the hospital room. Beds are all full, and with Madame Pomfrey still petrified, we are rather overwhelmed. We can forming the Circle of Kahana is a good start, but you think we should work even harder to find the final Coast Vault? He's not coming back. You and your friends, on the other hand, are still here and still in very real danger. Mope about, you ought to devote yourself to winning the war for the final Coast Vault. I can assure you, you'll feel better once you have got your revenge on Patricia Wakepick. Take it from someone who's responsible for putting several of my friends' murderers behind bars. Giving Wakepick and her ilk what they deserve always makes you feel better. Now I've got to get back to tracking all. I suggest you get back to hunting for the final vault more than ever. We are counting on you. Why can't you do it? What? Oh, Cedric, what happened? Diego said you got hit and got into a training accident. He had to run off to class, so he asked me to stay by your side. Making a fuss, but it's really not a big deal. I didn't even want to come. Seeing Madame Pomfrey petrified like this is hard. It's a good thing he did. You broke your arm, Cedric. Fortunately, I was able to mend it, but it had to have hurt. Ben and I were dueling, and he hit me with a spell I wasn't expecting. It was my fault, really. I should have been paying closer attention. There's no need to look so concerned. I mean, I'm concerned about your arm, but that's not it. Is everything alright? I just have a lot on my mind. Gave me conflicting advice, and I'm not sure who's to follow. He's been helping me with Wakepick and the Fallon Vault. I should focus on grieving, roaring, and healing. Mana is all about taking action, turning pain into motivation. He thinks the Circle Kahana could be doing even more. That's right, you weren't at our Hog's Head Inn the day we founded it. Why didn't you show something came up? Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. I can just tell you what you missed now. To find a final vault before Wakepick and get justice for Warren. All of our friends have split into teams that are working together on tasks related to these goals. How about Chow? We could really use someone with your talent in healing magic. There's been an outbreak of school fungalish in the hospital room. Beds are all full, and with Madame Pomfrey still petrified, we are rather overwhelmed. We can talk about the... Thanks for helping me care for the patients. Now that we are all resting comfortably, how about I tell you more about the Circle Kahana? What you're doing, trying to do is great, but I'm not sure I should join the Circle Kahana. I have my reasons. I don't understand what happened to wanting to help me protect Hogwarts or preventing anyone else from getting hurt. When you healed me after Azkaban's KP attack, you sounded so eager to get involved that you have an opportunity to do so. You have suddenly changed your mind. I need to tell you, we're not here. Let's go somewhere we can talk privately. We can speak privately over here. Bad about giving you another thing to worry about. I know you have a lot to think about already with the advice you got from Dumbledore and Mad Eye. Whatever you have to tell me sounds important. I know you must think I'm hesitant to join the Soak of Kahana because I'm afraid of getting hurt. Second thoughts about my commitment to protecting Hogwarts, but that's not true. In fact, Rowan's death has only made me want to help keep Hogwarts safe even more. If we all work together, we can stop break the petrification curse, and make Hogwarts safe again. The together part is actually the problem. Let me start by saying that I trust you. You are my friend. But I'm not sure about the rest of the team. What if someone else finds out I'm a werewolf? It's not uncommon for werewolves to be shunned. I could even be forced to leave Hogwarts. Even if someone did find out, they wouldn't tell anyone else. Can you guarantee that no one on the team would report me for being a werewolf? Yes, Chiara, I can. I trust everyone in the Circle of Kahana, and you can too. Honestly though, my secret getting out isn't even what scares me the most. I'm most worried about losing control of my wolf form and accidentally holding someone. Just like I kept you and Hogwarts safe when you gave Lupin your Wolfbane's potion. You'll need to convince me everything will be alright before I'll be comfortable joining. You are an experienced healer. Starting to feel better, but I still have concerns. What if they see me transform? And bada boom, bada bing. I'll join the Circle Kahana. To who you have changed your mind and decided to join the Circle Kahana needs me, and everything will turn out okay. Seems I'm running through the castle looking for you a lot these days. You are wanted in the headmaster's office. A new exchange student from Castle Lebonso, the Brazilian resident school. I apologize for summoning you so soon after your earlier meeting, but there was someone I want you to meet. The new exchange student, right? Professor McGonagall said you wanted to introduce me. This is Alanza Alves. She just arrived from Castle Lebonso, the Brazilian resident school. At Hogwarts as a sixth year, so Miss Alves will be in your class. Hello, nice to meet you. So what brings you to Hogwarts? If you had the opportunity to go to school in a faraway place, wouldn't you take it? Honestly, no, I love Hogwarts too much to spend even a year elsewhere. It must be as fun as I've heard. I was right to come. You came all the way to Scotland just because it sounded fun. Who doesn't like a bit of fun? I bet the two of you have a lot of questions to ask each other. Why don't you take some time to get to know each other while I finish? I'm glad to see that you two getting along. Looks like I made the right decision choosing you to be Miss Alves' guide to Hogwarts. I want you to show Miss Elves around Hogwarts and introduce her to your classmates and professors, help her get settled and adapt to a new life. I have a terrible sense of direction. When I was first year, I got lost in the jungle surrounding Castle LeBronxo Castle for a week. I had to survive off nothing but rain and ants, though ants aren't actually that bad if you can get over the crunch. Help Alanza get used to Hogwarts. Correct, it's a big commitment, but I believe that it might be just what you need right now. What do you think? Are you interested in being Miss Elves' guide? I'd be happy to be Miss Alanza's guide to Hogwarts. It'll be a good opportunity to get to know her and learn about Castle LeBronxo. Being honest, I could use the distraction. Gado. I can't wait. So where do we start? I suppose to meet my friends Talbot and Buddy in the training grounds. Why don't we start the tour there? You came when you didn't show up for our last meeting here. After we left the library, we got word. Summoned me to his office, then I wanted to talk, and then Cedric got hurt. Anyway, I'm here now. Who's this? Talbot Bedi. This is the new exchange student from Castel LeBronxo. I enjoy lawn fights, do the rain force, and spells that make things explode, and laughing until my sides hurt. You're quite the talker. So I've been told. Am I being too much? Not at all. On the contrary, I think your enthusiasm is rather fun. Is one thing I definitely aspire to be. You like to express yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. I do too, except I do it through my art instead of talking. So you're an artist. Are you the one who created that map? Did you make it for me? Is it part of my tour? Do you mind giving Talbot Bedi and me a moment? Go ahead, I'll take this opportunity to look around then. We thought we were coming back to look on our map, possible vault location. But then Dumbledore surprised me by asking me to introduce Alanza to Hogwarts. To think our map is part of a tour. She's only just arrived and she's also excited to be at Hogwarts. Perhaps for now, we can just use the map to teach Alanza about the castle and its grounds. Thank you. You've helped me to get a sense of this place. This one's like Elise, and knows so much more to see at Hogwarts. If all the maps here are so detailed, even I won't get lost. The rest of the Soka Kahana, I meant to say something else. Is the name of a club you're all in or something like that? Being in a club sounds so fun. Can I join? It'd be best to focus on settling into your classes first. Speaking of which, it's almost time for a potions class. I can introduce you to Professor Snape before the lesson begins. I woke to find my supplies of ash window eggs, motlap tentacles, and okapi eggshells had been raided. Texts on advanced potions are also unaccounted for. Sounds like we have got a student up to no good. To make introductions before class started, Alanza, this is Professor Snape, our librarian Madam Pince, and our Hogwarts caretaker Mr. Flinch. So this is the exchange student who will be joining my potions class. Tend to explode. Wonderful. Perhaps if you spent more time on your studies, you would not have that problem. Delinquents, a lot of them, more interested in messing about than their own studies. As grouchy as these three, it's just that the faculty at Castel LeBlanc, so they smile. Have to keep an eye on this one, won't we? Mrs. Norris? Just pull. Class is beginning. Take your seats. Let's go, Mrs. Norris. I'm not sure what's more shocking, that Mrs. Norris likes you, or that you said, or what you said to Snape, Pince, and Flinch. Did I say something wrong? Oh no, if anything, what you said was brilliant. Those three are always in a foul mood. It's about time someone called them out on it. Life is way too short to tolerate bad attitudes or to not pet every cat you meet. Did I do something I shouldn't have? That seat's actually, is it already taken? Was my best friend's. It's not taken anymore. It's important. You need to sit down, Miss Nine. You can talk all you want after class. She joins us from Alonzo's busy answering questions. Now, what's so important? When we formed the Circle Kahana, we agreed to make it our priority. We are all putting in actual work. You're slacking off. Warden has it you have been wasting all your time with the exchange student. Tasked me with showing Alonzo around Hogwarts. I think he's trying to distract me from Rowan, Rakepick, in the final vault. You two seem to have gotten rather chummy. She's different from anyone around here. I think we could be friends, but the Circle Kahana is as much as my priority as it is yours. So this school is in the Circle Kahana too. It must be a popular club. I'll promise I'll explain everything later. Hagrid has invited me and Alonzo to his garden. We don't want to keep... Now this looks like a place to have some fun. What's happened? You're surprised that you turned your garden into a zoo? The new exchange student around. This is Alonzo Alves. Hola. Welcome to Hogwarts. I thought I'd invite you over and surprise you with a big creature welcome. Till the Niffler upset the fire crab, trying to steal a jewel from his shell. Of course, that caused him to sprout flames, which spooked Fane here, which spark upset the Kneazle, who pounced on the Boast Chuckle, who climbed up on the... That's everyone. Thanks for helping me calm the creatures down. Deserves most of the credit. She was amazing. The creatures were drawn to her, and she seemed to know just how to calm each one down. You're exaggerating. I know how to talk to them is all. Got away with creatures too, as you can probably tell. That's me, by the way. Rubius Hagrid, keeper of the keys and grounds at your surface. How are you liking the Hogwarts so far? I can tell I'm going to have fun here, especially if Darkos lets me join the Circle Kahana. It's all everyone that we have met so far could talk about. Alonzo, do you mind giving Darkos and I a few minutes to talk? Let me start by saying how sorry I am for what happened to Warren. No one deserves to go like that, but especially not a gentle soul like him. To reach out to you sooner, but I wasn't sure what to say. No, it's not alright. I didn't round up these creatures just to welcome Alonzo. I did it because I was worried you might need some cheering up, but now I'm more worried you're up to something dangerous. Or I can see a thestral now, eh? What is a Soka Kahana? Isn't anything you need to worry about, Hagrid. It's just a group we formed to help us cope with Ron's death. Promise I have everything under control. They were in the forest that night too. How are they doing? Into training, the mule is almost constantly angry. She's even angry at me right now for being Alonzo's tour guide. That my focus isn't on what matters, what's important. Which reminds me, I promised I'd explain things to her later. I'd better go and do that. Look who's here. I thought you were busy showing the exchange student around. Has a name Mila, it's Alonzo. She can hear you. We won't properly introduce in Potions class, so you are the new girl from Cat. Nice to meet everyone. She knows about that. I can explain, actually, that's why I'm here. I promised Mila back in Potions that I would fill her in later, and here I am. We are busy right now. Busy doing what? What does it look like? We are brewing a potion. Schwinder eggs, Moltlap tentacles, alchemy eggshells. Why do those ingredients sound familiar? When we walked in on him and those in potions, that's right, Snape said he was missing those ingredients. Pince mentioned some of the library's books on advanced potions being gone too. You stole from Snape and Pince? As Mulder says, it wasn't stealing, it was borrowing without permission. It was for the good of the so-called Kahana. Knowing that, can you say you wouldn't have done the same? If it really was for the so-called of Kahana, then you're right, I would have done the same. Good to know you haven't completely lost sight of what's important. But it was the only way to get the ingredients without Lawton Snape. Boo and Felix Felicius. Are you pushing you? Not at all, but I drank a bit on a day once. I'd recognize that smell anywhere. What do you need a boost of luck for? A boost of luck? Are you planning to use this to beat Wakepick? We need every advantage against Wakepick we can get. Who's Wakepick? Why is beating her for the good of the so-called Kahana? Now may be a good time to come clean and tell me what's really going on. Why does everyone look so shocked when I mentioned the... So, your friend Ron Kahana was killed recently. Sinto Mito, Pella, Sora, and Pada. I'm so sorry, I can't imagine. For your sympathy, Rowan was truly special. That's why we formed the so-called Kahana, to avenge and honor him. Alonzo, you have to promise that you won't tell anyone about the so-called Kahana. Dumbledore or any of the professors can't know what we're up to. On all of Capoa at Castle Bronxo, your secret's safe with me. I've got to say though, now I'm saying why Hogwarts seems so gloomy. It's been hard to find a reason to be cheery since Ron died. Don't worry, I know just what to do to make everyone feel better. It's time the school had a bit of fun. I've been looking for you. We have a conversation to finish, so now you want to talk. Yes, to you, Amelia, both. She needs to hear this too. So 23 out of 46. So it's like, so after I finish this, I'll be officially halfway done it. God damn.